Okay, so we are starting the stream. Let me just check. Checking. Let's see. Let me just check if I can hear myself. All right, so there is audio. If you're watching the recording of the live stream, in this video I will be talking about my top 100 Axie Infinity Origin meta team. So I am Dealmaker, I am part of the Chosen Ones, and I'm currently at Dragon 4 with 152 stars and rank number 79 on the leaderboard. Now, before I go to share my team, give me a few seconds and let me just share my stream with some of the communities that I am part of. Okay, let's see. Sharing it with the chosen ones. And then Republico GG. All right. Who's next? We go to Axie Infinity. Let's see. And go to Origin, the Origin PH Discord server. Let's see. And finally, let us share on Twitter. This is the last stop. Okay, hashtag Axie Creator. All right, so I am done sharing. Right, so let's get into my screen, and I will show you, I will show you my team. I will show you some highlights, but unfortunately, I can't share live gameplay because my laptop, lags when I share live gameplay. So we'll just be looking at some highlights or replays of my first team. So I'll be sharing two teams in the stream. First team is the team that got me to Dragon 4, and then the team that I am testing right now. They both work almost the same, so with just a few changes in axes, but basically the concept is the same. They both use AoE attacks, featuring Chubby and Ear Wing. Okay, so let's get into my screen. Okay, so this is the first team that I'll be sharing. This is the team that got me into the top 100. I started at Bear 1, I think at Bear 1 or Bear 2 yesterday, and then I ended at Dragon 4. So it's a very good team that featured the charms that I got. Now, I'm actually just using Tough Strike for the rune and Pure Instinct for the plant, but it's actually the Mystic Charms that has been carrying me. So let's start with the Aqua. So this Aqua has Sleepless, Risky Fish, Earwing, Caterpillar, Scarab, and Nemo. So I guess the MVP or the best card in this Axie is Earwing. Earwing actually deals an insane amount of damage, especially because I was able to buff this Earwing with an attack plus 10 card. I also have bubble paste, on this risky fish. So let me just show you the inside. So basically, it's common charms with a charm of power 2 and a bubble paste. Yeah. And then I use tough strike, for the rune. That is the aqua. Then moving on to the plant. So this plant actually uses pure instinct. So I'm not using it right now, but when I was playing it, this uses pure instinct, this one, which is an epic neutral rune. So all cards gain 15% class bonus. So this rune is good for a balance Axie, an Axie that has a mix of attacks, healing, shield, which is what my plant Axie is. So it has a mix of attack with Sirius, Cactus, and Carrot. It has a shield with Watering Can and a healing with Papi. Now the runes that it has actually some basic runes. There are common charms. In here, it features a leafy pot on watering can and a plant charm of vitality. This gives what is this? This is +6, I think. No, +6 in health and a +6 in healing. So that's for the plant. And then for the Beast. All right, so the Beast is the backliner. This is the MVP. I also use Tough Strike. I ran out of Tough Strike already, but when I was playing it, I used Tough Strike on it, and it's a very aggressive Axie with all attacks on it. So I put Hidden Razor on Chubby. So it's on my other Axie right now, but basically it's common charms on all the other parts except for Chubby, which has Hidden Razor. All right. And this Axie also features the Rosa, which is a very, very OP or very powerful card, and Tiny Dino. So it deals a lot of damage in the end game. Okay. Now I've also been playing a new team right now. So when you look at the replays, it's already a new team. So I only have 3 games from the replays. But we can look at the tracker. Okay, so this is let's look at the one replay in here. For this team, this is against Axie Monkey 666. I think Axie Monkey is in the top 100. So let's see if I'm correct. Let's see. Axie, there. Axie Monkey is actually ranked 49. He's Dragon 3. So I exchange a win-loss, with Axie Monkey. And let's watch the replay. Okay. All right. So Axie Monkey, goes first. No, he draws Inkling, Shoal Star, and Anemone, and he hits first with Inkling. All right. And then, okay, so I drew 3 cards. I hit with Caterpillar, and then I think Nutcracker. All right. I'm not sure. I think okay. So I used the Nemo and the Tiny Dino. Usually I would hold on to the Tiny Dino, but I think I wanted to kill the front Axie as fast as possible. Unfortunately, the back Axie was able to run a cactus and taunt, play taunt. So that makes it hard to kill the front Axie. So I play Earwing, which deals 55 points of damage, and that's without the +10, that would be 45, but still that's an insane amount of damage for one energy. Right, so 45, 45, 45, that's a total of 100 to 35 points of damage distributed across 3 axes on 1 energy. Then I follow up with Chubby, right? Bringing down the front axis to 7 and putting bleed on all his axes. I think he chooses to use, he doesn't have a front card, right? So now the thing with bleed is it's very, very good against aggressive axes. Oh, right. So I think he used 1 card in the front. It's very good against aggressive axes, especially those with Carrot, because they receive damage. So I get to deal extra damage without doing anything. Right, so I just hit once. Oh, I hit twice and then shield up with watering can. So I like the balance, in this Axie. It's able to deal a lot of damage, but it's also able to defend and kind of delay, the enemy in the end game, right? But we go into a 2v1 situation. Although the mid Axie is already, just one hit from dying. So let's see. Able to kill it with a revenge sword and then deal a lot of damage on his back. So I think in this situation, I already have a huge, huge advantage. I still have my three watering cans, and he just draws one confused and three revenge swords, which will not be enough. So it's not enough to kill me. And fortunately, I draw two cards, two attack cards. That was close because there was three curse cards there. All right, so that was my win against Axie Monkey. And maybe we can also look at the loss. How did I lose against Axie Monkey? Right, so Axie Monkey, I think he goes first now, and he opens with Taunt, Cactus Taunt. So we go hard using two cards. I don't remember if I used Nemo. I think I will use Nemo and cast the Rosa early. Usually I don't cast the Rosa early. I try to hold on to it until the end game. But in this case, I tested, what will happen, and I think it was good. Right, I was able to disable, four cards. That was a good turn. But we know that I'm going to lose, this matchup. Let's see what I do next. I hit with Risky Fish and I think Carrot and Chubby. Okay. All right, so dealing insane amounts of damage across its three axes. So I'm feeling good with my chances right now. Now I know that my front axis will likely die already. And it dies to the carrot. And he will hit my mid axis with the anemone. He does have an excess of one energy. He just used the Nemo to heal up his front. All right. So this was not a very good draw. I was hoping for, more attack cards, but no, I just defend. Okay. So looking at this, no, I think I already have that advantage. I was feeling good with my chances, but the mid was able to sustain itself. So those healing mouths were crucial. Okay, so let's see. Okay, in this case, I think I was contemplating on should I deal damage or should I defend. So I went with defending. Okay, I think I should have used the two swords. Okay, so he'll be able to kill the mid with the show star. All right, so still 2v1, but now I think he has the advantage here because I don't think I could kill the mid this turn. Yeah, let's see. Oh, I was able. I think I'm able to kill it. Yeah, I was able to kill it with using the tiny dino. So, but he would be able to, okay, shield up, hit me with carrot, uh, and then pumpkin. I think he outplayed me here. No? All right, so bad draw. I had two curse cards, bleed, and imp, which is not enough, to kill him. So the curse cards, mattered in this turn. There. And I lose to Axie Monkey. All right. So we go 1-1. with Axie Monkey. Right, so we can look at a few more highlights. Let's see. Let's see if we can. Let's exit that and look at tracker. So according to my tracker at tracker.axie management, I'm at 65% win rate. Right, so that's my this is the team that I'm testing right now. But okay, so this team, so when I got the Dragon 4, it was already hovering at 50% win rate. Now, I would sometimes win. I would usually win against most aggressive comps, especially those with Puffy, except those with Puffy that has Heart of the Ocean, right? But I would win most matchups against aggressive comps, but I would lose against those with Shield um, and double or triple Rosa. So those are the teams that I have a hard time, with this, um, yeah, with my old team or with the team that got me to Dragon 4. But mostly, I would win. I think this is the Axie that had Heart of the Ocean. A very, very hard matchup. But against most Axies, I actually win. Yeah. So win, mostly wins there. So I had a very, very good win streak or win percentage, with that Axie. I also lose to, if I remember correctly, backdoor. It was a very good backdoor team that I've lost to twice. Yeah. But mostly this was the team that got me. I even beat early in my run. I was able to beat some triple Rosa teams in the bear level there. So that was a team that got me into the top 100. So I'm not sure what to share here. Maybe a Puffy. Okay, a win against a Puffy team. So let me show you how this team beats Puffy. Uh, okay. Oh, I'm not supposed to check opponent. We're supposed to watch the video. Sorry about that. Let's see. They're here. Watch video. If you have any questions about the team, now let me know. Let's wait for the replay. Let's play. The replay won't play. Okay, that is unfortunate. Anyway, so unfortunately the replay doesn't play. We'll have to I'll have to play this team again sometime in the future and share some replays. But let me go to my current team. So I'm currently testing a more AOE heavy team. So the first team, let's look at this, had two area AOE attacks. So Earwing on the front and Chubby on the back. This one adds two more AoE attacks, Buzz Buzz on the back and another Earwing on the mid. So I moved my front Axie into the mid and replaced it with this bug. So this bug was found by ADRD, our manager in the Chosen Ones. And I changed my back into a Nemo chubby Axie. And I will share why later. Well, mostly it's because I thought that I needed energy. So I usually try to have two energy sources though in my teams. Right, so that's my team. Um, The the mid Axie plays the same runes. Okay, so there's no change there. The back Axie also plays Tough Strike and the Hidden Razor and all basic charms. Now going into the front Axie also has Tough Strike. Uh, I only have one shield card, so I don't think uh, I should use the a defensive rune. This is still an offensive Axie, but most of the charms are buffing the health. I just put a Charm of Power on the Earwing to give it 2 extra points of damage, and I was able to use my plus 10 shield charm on the fish snack. All right, and looking at the replays. So for this Axie, no, I win against most aggressive comps, except for Marlon's double Rosa. No, I have a really difficult time winning against Marlon. He's a very, very good double Rosa player. Also hard to beat Matthias. This is the guy that runs Heart of the Ocean on Puffy, right? But as you can see, I actually tried using my original backline, having Tiny Dino, but it was losing too much. It lost to um, another double Rosa player, so I was finding it hard to play it with double Rosas. So originally, I actually really set it up, right, to have a double energy. Okay, and on my very first game, right, so this was the original team. When I changed into the bug on my very first game, I played against Ace, who is currently the number 2 player. I think he was number 1 yesterday. He's number 2 now. And I'm pretty sure that he'll be number 1 again soon. Let's watch my game against Ace. He runs a triple Rosa, triple Little Peas, and Carrot team. So I start aggressive early, use the Cottontail to hit him with the bleed on turn 1. So bleed on turn 1 is very, very good, especially against aggressive teams. He chooses to use Carrot, which is very good for me because that deals him, more damage. I deal 45 extra damage against his Axes on turn 2. Alright, so I shield up the front and hit him with another AoE for 32 damage. That was Buzz Buzz. And then I Bookworm, I think for an Earwing, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, so Ace is still very aggressive, hitting with Cactus, a Little Piece, Carrot, killing my front, and then shielding up with Pumpkin so he can get the draw. Okay, so there is the Earwing but I start off with Risky Fish to get the bonus, follow up with Earwing, and I think I will use Nemo here, use all my attack cards to kill Ace's mid. And as you can see, my 2 Axies are still in full health, but Ace's Axies are already 50% at 50% health. Oh, so that that hidden razor, the chubby hidden razor on turn 1 was devastating for Ace. But he has 2 Rosas, he uses 1, lands it on the front. All right. And unfortunately, I was able to draw 2 cards, but I will not be able to kill the front. But I still like my chances because I'm at good health. I drew 3 confused cards there, which is unfortunate. Ace drew a Void, but Void is bugged right now. Okay. But he didn't have any other cards, he had curse cards. Alright, so I kill him with a revenge card. And I put his Axie to sleep, which pretty much seals the game. Alright. So I was very happy to beat Ace on my very first match. That was a very, very good um, confidence booster. Okay. And then I met Bistoko and his Kotaro team. I met ADRD with his, triple reflectile team. Now this team still loses to a shield, heavy shield comp. So this bumpy timber Axie is very strong. I think I need, although I have one Rosa, it's very hard to rely on that. I think I will need probably a Chomp, to be able to defeat shield teams. I was able to beat a triple Rosa, lost again to Axie Monkey even with this new team. So I go 1-1 with that triple Rosa guy. I beat a healing team. Oh, I now I experimented, changed the back Axie with a tiny dino Axie. So now I only have one energy source. So I wanted to see if I can get away with just one energy source. My thinking was because I have no earwings, two earwings anyway, and those earwings give massive value already per energy spent. So I was thinking maybe I could get away with only one energy source. Unfortunately, I go on a 4 or 3 game losing streak. I am absolutely unable to beat Marlon, and I lose against this healing reptile, Seth. So I go back to using my Chubby Nemo Axie, and that had better chances against other teams, but still having difficulty against Marlon. Okay, maybe let's watch one of the games that I lost and see how we can improve this team. But Marlon plays, he's a really really good player. And so I open up with Earwing. I use Bookworm to probably draw the other Earwing or Chubby. He was thinking of drawing Chubby there, so he stuns. So Marlon actually has 3 ways, to disable Axie. So he has his Chomp or Tiny Turtle in front and 2 Rosas, and the Tiny Turtle actually disables 3 of my cards. Fortunately, I only had 2 energy, and I really only plan to use. No, I actually plan to use Earwing. Fortunately, I drew Chubby. All right, so Marlon uses 4 attack cards, so he will disable one of my Axies with Rosa. So he already used Chomp in the front and Rosa in the back, which is devastating for me. It also disables the 3 of my cards, and I'm only able to use 1 card. I try to retain the Rosa, and then Marlon keeps up the pressure, and I think he will kill my mid Axie. No, he won't. He will just shield up. He still has 3 Axies, and notice how the front Axie is still very, very healthy. So those double anemone fronts are, really OP. Okay? So I go for the kill. I felt like I had to use the Rosa, to kill the mid, try to equalize the situation. But I think I already lost this game. No, that front is not going to die anytime soon, since I already used up, uh, and I draw Chubby plus 4 revenge cards. So not enough to get through the shield. But I think the AoE still was able to deal damage. Okay. How did that happen? Does AoE ignore shield? I didn't notice that. So I'm still unable, to kill the front, even though the back is at 8 um, 8 HP. I wasn't able to kill it, but he sacrifices the back to win. All right. So maybe one more game. Let's see. Oh, I was able to win against a team with shield up front. But the problem with, I think this actually should be in the mid because the bumpy timber needs some time to develop. So unless, especially like in here, he will not shield up, but he will. Well, bumpy gives him shield, but that's not no very big shield. It's only there 34. So against a very aggressive team, like mine, I can deal damage across all your other axes while keeping pressure on your front. All right, so he goes for big damage with little branch, and then he shields up the front. That's 137 shield. But I use the back door of Axie to hit the back, keep it low. My thinking is I will, if I'm able to pull off, my AOE attacks, I should be able to lower the back Axie down to where I can hit it with my Scarab. So at least that's my plan. He chooses, okay, so he kills the front bug already. Okay, he doesn't use his chubby. Okay, so we have to go through the front. So see how I was able to destroy, the shield with just one attack. Okay, and then we hit the front with a Ronin. So everyone is bleeding. My axes are still full health. Okay, so he puts my front axis to sleep, shields up, and retains the Nemo. So the back axis is ready at 58. If I have Scarab, no, I don't. So I just poke him. Not much damage, but I retain the Cottontail. Right, he goes for big damage with Little Branch, Inkling, and then probably Nemo and Scarab. Nemo. Alright, killing my mid Axie. So it's 3v1 with big shields up front. Unfortunately, I drew my chubby, which kills the back. Then I hit him with Goda. Alright, and use the Cottontail. Yeah, use the Cottontail and Revenge Sword. Alright, so 2v1. I have full health and he draws only one AoE and one Scaly Spoon plus 2 days. So the double days was devastating for him. I think we will Rosa here, which hits the back. Okay, I use Ronin, but it doesn't go through the Axie. What will he draw? Those double days for 2 straight turns. Was lucky. He drew double days plus another confused. Okay, so we hit with Imp and 2 revenge cards, which is enough to kill the front Axie. But I think if he placed that Axie in the mid, I probably wouldn't beat him. Okay, so that is my current meta team. I hope you learned something, in the stream. Um, I'll be doing more streams like this, though. Try to keep it, as often as possible, probably more or less at the same time, between 6 and 7 Philippine time. And I hope to see you, on my there. I hope to see you, tomorrow, same time, 6 to 7 p.m. And let's grind Axie Infinity Origin together. Okay, bye bye, and may your deals push through.